to Professor John Dugard, namely apartheid, ethnic cleansing. Professor Dugard, in addition for being a leading professor in international law as well as a lawyer, he in fact experienced firsthand in South Africa apartheid. And John, we on numerous occasions in the past we discussed these two issues and the intersectionality between them. Before we went live, I was rereading the paragraphs and the definitions and the difference between apartheid and genocide convention. And I wonder if you could kindly shed light, because I have a feeling that people talking about historical Palestine with these two political actors competing and fighting not only over land as well as the narrative, some people ought to somehow disentangle the two definitions between apartheid and genocide. So it would be great if you could kindly, Professor John Dugard, shed light on this, clearly in addition to whatever material comments you wish to. So we are delighted also to be having you. You are one of us, so it would be great to learn from your observations, please.
Thank you very much, Makram, and good evening to all. I'm going to speak frankly tonight, and in the light of this, I think I should at the outset make it very clear, lest I be accused of being unsympathetic to Israelis or anti-Semitic, that I strongly disapprove of the atrocities committed by Hamas in southern Israel. They were war crimes and crimes against humanity. But now let me proceed to tonight. I think it's important to realize that tonight a red line was crossed. The killing of 500 or more persons, or perhaps 1,000 persons, in a strike on a hospital, which by all accounts was deliberate bombing of a hospital where people had taken refuge or where people were, because of their injuries, gives rise to a completely new situation. For the last 20 years I've been involved in the Palestinian issue, I've carefully refrained from using the G word, genocide. I led a fact-finding mission into Gaza after Operation Cast Lead. There were a group of 6 lawyers on that commission. At the end of the 10-day investigation, I was chair. I said to my team, what crime has been committed? And without hesitation, they all said genocide. And I was shocked because I knew that politically it was totally unacceptable to use the word genocide in respect of Israel. So we managed to change it to collective punishment. Richard will recall that when the Russell Tribunal met after Protective Edge, that there was a move to describe Protective Edge as genocide. And I think Richard was more or less in favor of it. I was opposed to it. And so we compromised and we spoke about incitement to genocide. But I think that the line has now been crossed, that one can safely use the word genocide. One doesn't have to debate the question of the similarities between apartheid and genocide. I think it is clear one doesn't need a court of law to pronounce upon Israel's actions. I think that we can now safely use the word genocide to describe Israel's actions. It has now demonstrated the necessary special intent to destroy in whole or in part a people, namely the Palestinian people. And so I think we now can use the term apartheid as well, but one may also proceed to use the term genocide. I think tonight we have to consider a number of questions. I suppose the first immediate question is whether President Biden will have the temerity